Hi guys, I thought today we'd talk about crow pose. I get a lot of questions as a teacher about crow pose and what the difference is between crow and crane, how to come into them. I like crow because it's a very good beginning arm balance, and it's going to help you get into more advanced arm balances as time goes on and as your practice progresses. So it's important to have good alignment with your arms, and you use a lot of core for this. So this is a good core strengthening exercise as well as balance. So crow does require a little bit of arm strength, but it's mostly core that you're focusing on and using to help bring yourself up. I like to do crow or my arm balances after I'm nice and warmed up, maybe a few rounds of sun salutations, my hips are nice and open, but not necessarily towards the end of my practice when I'm feeling a little bit more fatigued. I find that I come into arm balances more easily that way, as opposed to waiting to the end and adding them on at the end of my class. So I kind of mix them in between, somewhere in there, between the standing and the seated part. So anyways, on to crow. So for crow, we are going to come with a nice wide base. So hips nice and wide. You want to be able to get down here. If your feet can come flat, that's great. You want to be able to get way down low in here. So instead of your feet being your foundation, now your hands are going to be your foundation, because this is an arm balance. So you want to have your fingers spread wide. Nice wide base and foundation. You want to get down kind of low so that your knees are up on your triceps, the outside of your shoulders. You're going to actually be squeezing the knees into the outside of the arms a lot on this pose. So I'll show you from the side first. So coming down to a nice deep squat here, getting the knees up pretty high up on the outside of the triceps and the shoulders. Fingers spread wide, nice wide foundation. You're going to plant your hands. You're going to grip with your fingertips. So the palm of your hand is not actually flat or touching. You're going to be gripping with the finger pads and the actual heel of your hand. So first you're just going to come forward, rock the weight of your body forward, coming up onto the balls of your feet. Get used to being in this position. Start squeezing the knees in right here and getting used to this position. When you feel comfortable here, you're going to come forward even more. So you're just going to lift up through the hips. When you look out, do not look directly below your hands. You're going to look out in front of you, about a foot or 18 inches out in front of you. Because if you look directly down, your body's going to follow your gaze and you're going to start to roll and tumble. So look out and up. So gripping the fingers down, squeezing the knees into the triceps, outside to the shoulders, lifting the hips up. You're going to come here, lift one foot up, and then the other. When you feel really comfortable, you're going to bring both feet up. Bringing the feet together, the toes together, looking out in front of you. From here, belly to spine, lifting the feet up. So another thing that's happening with your arms here, you want to make sure that your elbow comes over your wrist, so that you're not necessarily coming forward or too far back. So you want to try and slide the wrist, or slide the elbow up over the wrist as you come forward, bring the feet together. And coming back down to rest. So that's just kind of a basic how-to with crow. I'll show you from the front now. So fingers nice and wide, planting the hands down, squeezing those knees into your triceps or the outsides of your shoulders. You're going to come forward, lift the hips up. Look out in front before lifting each foot up off the mat. Coming back down. So that's just a basic crow pose. Crane is a little bit different. I like to come into crane from a forward fold. Crow is lower. Crow, you're going to have your knees up on the outside of your shoulders. It's more of a squatting. For crane, your arms are straighter and your knees come up higher, almost into your armpits. You're almost like you're mashing the back of your arm. So coming from a forward fold, again, you're going to slide those elbows directly over the wrist, looking out in front, lifting the feet up, and trying to straighten the arms even more than I did there. But anyways, lots of little things that you can work on. When you're in crow, first just getting into that arm balance. Once you're there and you're able to balance, try holding it for 10 seconds. Make sure you're lifting from the hips, belly button to spine, lift up through here. If you're already a little bit more seasoned practitioner, you can work on bringing the feet together, the toes together, lifting the feet up. You're going to be using a lot more core to pull that up. You can work on rounding the back to bring this core up when you're in crow pose. So good luck with your practice. Don't forget to check my website for more tips, angieyoga.com or warrior2yoga.com. Good luck with your practice. Namaste.